What's up guys, Deagle here from ProNDC, welcome to another ESO video. So in today's video I want to talk about the new trial set Mantle of Siroria. It's one of the set that comes with the new Cloudrest trial, that's the Summerset trial. So the next chapter will bring this trial right here, Cloudrest, and in this trial you can get the new set, it's light armor set, Mantle of Siroria. First of all, shout out to Nina, or better known as Flag Hunter. She's a magic sorcerer in my guild Ghosts and Goblins and also in Unchained Animals. One of the best, if not the best, magic sorcerer out there, and she said that she tried it and she was really happy with the results and it's extremely powerful. So I thought I'd try it out myself and give it a try and compare it to other, options, other craftable sets. I compared it to Julianos and to Twiceborn Star. Twiceborn Star is a set that gives you the possibility to have 2 mundus stones at the same time. I of course went with the Apprentice for spell damage, and then I tried out the Shadow. The results were a little bit inconsistent, and then I also tried the Mage for Maximum Magicka, because in this patch Maximum Magicka, same as spell damage, scales the same way for your light and heavy attacks now. That's pretty cool. So we got quite the damage buff on our light and heavy attacks, and yeah. Besides the 5-piece set on the body, I always went with 5 pieces of mechanical acuity, 1 bloodthirsty, 2 arcane. I don't know if 3 bloodthirsty for the 3 mil target are actually a little bit better, but I wanted to keep the results more consistent, so I just went with 1 bloodthirsty, 2 arcane for maximum magicka, and then of course all spell damage enchanted. Infused is currently bugged, as from what I've heard. And then of course 1 staff, 1 inferno staff infused with a shock damage glyph, because we're not using the Asang Santorium staff anymore, so I want to keep the concussion uptime higher so the enemy gets more off balance and more minor vulnerability, increasing my damage by 8%. So we have the shock damage glyph here. I used these 3 pieces all the time, and then of course a lightning staff of the Maelstrom Arena infused with the weapon damage glyph, and then 2 Lumbres. You can probably push the parts a little bit higher if you go with Zahn. And of course, if other people give you bubbles, you can just like continue spamming Force Pulse. But with a setup like that, I'd go to the 6 mil skeleton and use the Atronach instead, and also get guarded to see if the results are better. Anyway, so the new trial set. What are the set bonuses? We get spell damage, we get spell critical, which is cool. Magicka, of course, so the 3 set bonuses that you want to have for Magicka DPS, that's really nice. And the 5-piece bonus, when you deal direct damage with a single target ability, for example Force Pulse or Crystal Fragments or a light attack, you create a ring of fire beneath your target. After 1 second, the ring ignites enemies within it, dealing 3.3k flame damage every 1 second for 5 seconds. This effect can occur every 10 seconds. So most people will be like, why does he even try this set out? Why does he even bother with it? It's a proc set. Like, is the DPS actually good? And the answer is, it can actually measure up with other set options, for example Julianos or Twiceborn Star, and it's not just good, it's actually really good. The results with Twiceborn Star were a little bit inconsistent, a little bit more consistent with Julianos, but all in all the 3 sets are very close together. I think I just had a little bit more crit luck with Julianos, because I got the highest parts by just 200 DPS on Julianos, but the most consistent tests on the 3 mil skeleton, completely self-buffed, no penetration mundus stone, were with Mantle of Siroria. It's actually pretty cool. Let me show you how this set works. I will go to the back bar so I not accidentally proc acuity. So even a light attack will cast this fire ring, you can see it right there, and then it does a dot of 3k on a target. That's actually pretty cool. And as you can see, the cooldown, the cooldown starts whenever when the set bonus procs, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. So after the dot is over, you have another 5 seconds of cooldown, and then you can proc it again, which basically means that you can get quite high DPS from that set. However, keep in mind, it will create the flame ring here, which ignites after 1 second. So basically, if you hit an enemy on the move and he walks out of the ring, you waste the set bonus. So what does that mean? Like, on the target skeleton, this set is really good because the target skeleton doesn't move. In most trials, boss fights are kind of stationary, which means it's also good there. But in trials, for example, like Asylum Santorium or Cloudrest, a new trial, where you have to focus different targets that move, you will waste the set bonus quite a bit. I still did relatively good DPS with this set. I was in trial yesterday. We did a couple of clears on veteran difficulty, regular, just not without any additional bosses, and I always had okayish DPS. But for these situations, I rather recommend to go with Julianos or with twice 1 star. The good thing about twice 1 star is it gives you max health. So you sit, even if you use Clockwork Citrus Relay, you have almost 17k health. And that's pretty nice. Especially with the Mage Mundus Stone. On the front bar you have 47k Magicka. Not as much on the back bar, but still like, I think like 43k plus. Or like 42k plus, which will also increase your shield size. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's the new set. Unfortunately, my combat matrix is not working here on the PTS. I can see the DPS here in the little window, but I cannot open. I cannot toggle the fight report. It's a little bit weird. Actually, it's working right now. I've reloaded the UI. It's a little bit weird. Combat Matrix is not properly working. I think I have to deinstall all my add-ons to have like proper look at the DPS of the set itself. But I will show you 3 parses of the Magic Sorcerer. I will start with the highest parse that I got on the Mantle of Siroria set, and then show you one with twice 1 star and one with Julianos, so you can compare it for yourself. Like I said, I just switched out the 5-piece set here, went with Ilambris the whole time. Yes, you can get higher DPS if you go with Zan, and then 1 Bloodthirsty, all spell damage, and then yeah, 5 pieces of Acuity, Jewelry, and 1 staff with a Maelstrom staff. Was like that all the time, and then of course always Apprentice Mundus Stone, except for twice 1 star where I went with the Mage Mundus Stone. Anyway guys, it's just like a first look. I will try to do more in-depth tests over the next week, and it's only the first week of PTS, so things might change again. Which basically means like they can still adjust the numbers of the sets, and I hope they don't touch this set here, because finally a proc set again that is actually usable in PvE, or a proc set that deals damage. I'm not talking about sets like Burning Spellweave where you have spell damage procs. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. I think the set is really interesting. So if you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you do not want to miss any more ESO content, hit the sub button. I'd really appreciate it, and I hope you have a lot of fun with the following DPS tests. See you next time. Bye bye.